only 4 teams are left in the competition. Once again, I'm joined by the lovely Melly, Cyril, Sammy, Cyril. That's right.
That pretty dog got nothing on me.
Nothing.
That pretty dog. Oh, your fingers are a bit cold.
Oh, fingers are a bit cold. Anyway, alright. That's my little fun. Melly.
Cyril, your footy, mate.
That's right. Okay, so let's get started. It's the semi-final 2. Winner goes straight into the grand final. Loser gets one more week to have a go. So that's right. The second semi-final is between Jacob's Jabronis and Renegades. It's prediction 334 Jabronis, Renegades 328. Let's just go through the starting lineups. It's Jacob's Jabronis. It's going to pretty much keep their team the same way it normally is. Teams are only 10 minutes away from lockout. So Jack Gunston's full forward. Tom Lynch half forward for Jabronis. Utility Luke Parker. His team stayed as it is as usual. Montagna and Bernie Vince in the midfield. Jabronis has got 10 minutes to take Sam Jacobs out of the ruck. We might have to send him a message, but you need to take Sam Jacobs out of the ruck. But then again, you haven't really got another ruckman. And then again, you did score 340 or 330 last week without a ruckman. So Michael's actually messaging him now. 7:30 lockouts in 13 minutes. So Jacobs is in the ruck. He needs to put Lysette in there because that's the only other ruckman he's got. Dustin Martin is the halfback and Tom Mitchell is the tackler. Melly, that's right. You can see the team as well. It's the eye of the Melly. Right. Anyway, so yeah, that's his team. Who's up against Renegades? Josh Kennedy full forward. Tim Membry at half forward. Utility is Stefan Martin this week against Carlton. Bit of a change. Matt Crouch and Jordan Lewis in the midfield. Shane Mumford is the ruck. I'm laughing at Melly's eye on the camera, guys. Shane Mumford's the ruck. Zach Merritt, captain in the side. He's at halfback. And Sam Gray is the tackler. So interchanges this week are Luke Hodge and could be making his debut in the ruck, Lockie Neal. So that's the team there. So yeah, so who have they got to choose from? Well, Jacobs and Bronies have got Josh Bruce to choose from, Tom Lynch to choose from. Who else has he got to choose from? Scott Lysette, obviously. Lysette needs to get put into the game. Stephen Hill's also available. Josh Hill and Jerry McGovern. They're the other ones. Like Anthony Miles is the other option he's got. So realistically, he's not going to change his team now, but hopefully he can get Scott Lysette in. Otherwise, Stiff gets the upper advantage to make the finals. But once again, he did get 330 last week without Sam Jacobs. So that's his team. He's up against Stiff. Stiff's team, well, going to keep most of it the same. He's got Josh Kennedy at full forward, Tim Membry at half forward. I already went through this, didn't I? So let's have a look at this bench. After looking at Jacobs' bench, Brandon Ellis and Aaron Hoare available, Michael Walters available, Rory Love's available, Sean Grigg is available, Daniel Wells, Jackson Trengove, Shane Kirsten and Daniel Reeves. So he's got almost everyone but 2 players to choose from his bench. Close game. Let's have a look at that team once again. We've got 9 minutes to lock out, and the message is through. That's right. Jacobs Jabroni has changed his team. Scott Lysette is now in the ruck. Oh, last minute. Some excitement here on the preview show, guys. Some excitement on the preview show. Although, to be honest, Scott Lysette isn't really doing much. So those projections now have changed. It's 323 to Jabronis. Renegades are now favourites. They're projected for 328. Tough one to call. I think Jabronis may still have enough. They've been really good lately, although Renegades are in a bit of a form slump, in my opinion. Who knows what's going to happen here? But yeah, it's 334, 323 to 328. Maybe Jabronis will get over this one. The last time these two teams met, it was Jabronis 334, smashed Renegades 258. That was round 1. That's when Renegades were no good. Still are no good. Anyway, and the other time they met was, I think, round 10. Would have been. They played round 10. That was a different story altogether. Renegades 342, Jabronis 275. So another smashing. So maybe this game will be very close and might be a draw after 2 smashings, who knows. But once again, maybe Jabronis will get up, I reckon. But 323, 328, I think there's too many injuries. I think Renegades are a bit out of form, and I think Jabronis will get up. So yeah, so let's move on to the next game now. That's right, it's now or never. Do or die, first semi-final. Rangers Anonymous versus Gods of Olympus. Rangers Anonymous projected for 335. Gods of Olympus projected for 329. Let's go through the Rangers team. Pretty much their lineup for most of the season here. It's Jesse Hogan at full forward. Taylor Walker at half forward. Joel Selwood utility. Matty Boyd and Sam Mitchell, they're in the midfield. Sean Hampson, who's been great in the ruck as a tap ruckman anyway. And then Nathan Jones is the halfback. He had a fantastic game last week, Nathan Jones. Liam Shields makes a return back. He's in as tackler. And Zane Zorko as interchange. The team actually kind of put together himself this week. So that's that team there. His bench this week, he hasn't got many to choose from, to be honest. Jeff Garlett, Jack Crisp, Toby Green, Josh Walker, and Tom Scully. All he's got to choose from. So only 4 available on the bench. So not a very, I suppose that's probably why Kenner put his team together. After he got message, of course, he put his team together. So yeah. Melly, you're taking up my camera space. So who's up against? He's up against the Gods of Olympus. Projected for 329. A bit of a change this week. Full forward, he's got Isaac Heaney. Half forward, Jack Rewalt. Tough game against Geelong, Jack Rewalt. Caniglio will be the utility. Still sideboard in the midfield. Sam Docker in the midfield. Toddy Goldstein against the Hawks. He's in at the ruck. Tom Roncliffe is at the halfback. Matt Prentice is the tackler. 2 great combinations there. And Luke Shuey is the interchange bench. Hopefully Mike will be looking for a big game out of Jack Rewalt in his 200th game. But he'll be up against Harry Taylor, who's also playing his 200th game. So none of those two will want to lose that one. His options, Jack Darling, Drew Petrie, Isaac Smith, Josh Caddy, Jason Johannesson, Brody Smith, and Magic Door. I thought I saw Magic Door today, but it was someone else. So yeah, that's his options there. The projections there, 335 to 329. These two teams have also met twice this year. First of all was round 9, where the Gods, 343, defeated Rangers 310 after 114 from Todd Goldstein. Massive game. Who did Goldstein play that game? I don't know who he played. Wasn't against the Hawks? No, I don't know. But he was utility. He's not utility anymore, he's a ruck. The other time was round 18, where the Gods won again. 361 to 306. So Gods have beaten them twice this year and actually smashed them twice. That one was on the back of 96 from Tom Rockcliffe and 75 from Cornelio. So, yeah. And actually, Rangers are playing the exact same team. Michael is playing all but full forwards the same team. So will we get the same result? Interesting. Rather interesting that one is. So 335, 329. So yeah, that's that game there. As for the rest of the games, that's right. Do they really even care about us? The minor second semi-final, Ask United versus I'm Rolling. There could be a bet on this game, so we'll see who wins that one. Predictions, 334, Ask United, 315, I'm Rolling. We'll just go through the starting lineup, so we won't go through the benches. Cyril, Franklin, Gibbs, the utility, Ross in the midfield with Hanbury, can't see Millie. Nick Nat makes a return in the ruck. Rory Sloan, halfback, Scott Tennyson as tackler, and Jack Viney as the bench. As for I'm Rolling, Tom Hawkins at full forward, Nick Rewalt half forward, Taylor Adams playing tonight utility, Lockie Hunter playing tonight in the midfield, Kane Simpson in the midfield, Tom Hickey is the ruck, halfback is Andrew Swallow, Levi Greenwood is a tackler, and interchange is Jack Nunes. Alright, I'll quickly, because we've demanded it, I'll quickly go over the benches. For Askies United, Zach Smith, actually all but Riscatelli are available, Zach Smith, Bruce, Dixon, Segler's available, Patton's available, Zaharakis, who's been shit, Sucklin's back tonight, Sam Lloyd's available, Charlie Cameron, and Jimmy Bartell. Who's I'm Rolling not playing? Well, they're not playing Chad Wickham, they're not playing Chris Main, Hanley, Grant Birchall, Reece Stanley, Ben Cunnington, Lindsay Thomas, and Elliot Yo. So 334 Askies United projected for, 315 I'm Rollins projected for. It kills me seeing me having the best projections and not even the finals. Who's going to win? Me. Let's go to the next game now. It is No Dumplings versus Maltese Falcons. That's right. So let's quickly go over these teams as well. Projections there. No Dumplings 300, Maltese Falcons 321. This is the minor semi-final now. Semi-final 1. It's Eddie Betts at full forward. Half forward is Steve Johnson. Josh Kenny at utility. Heath Shaw and Jeremy McVeigh in the midfield. Brody Grundy in the ruck, who's playing tonight. Mundy is the halfback. Mitch Robinson is the tackler. Kieran Jack has the interchange. Sorry. For Maltese Falcons, his forward line of Jenkins and Watts. Watts has been pretty good. Dangerfield's been awesome. Gaff in the midfield with Dylan Shield, who makes a welcome return. Matty Cruiser in the ruck. Paddy Cripps is halfback. Ed Kernow's a tackler. And Rory Lead after his big game last week is interchange. Who have they got to choose from the bench? Well, Maltese Falcons has got Joe Danaher, Sam Carey, Trent Cotchin, Phillips, Kelly, Young, Pittard, Ruffhead, and Ben Brown is now out. Whereas No Dumplings have got Stringer, Pendlebury, no Pendlebury this week, there we go. Stanland, Zeeble, McAvoy, Pavlich, Clark, Duncan, and Westcroft. And we are now at lockout. By the way, there is a scratch match. Sugar versus Seek and Destroy. Sugar 315, Seek and Destroy 301. Have a bit of fun, guys. Have a wager on it. Have a bet. Make it interesting. I'm going to leave the last words. We'll quickly go over the starting lineups real quickly. It's Cameron versus Dixon. Motlop versus Lynch. Ward versus Stevens. Bontempelli versus Kelly. Gray versus Boat. Gorman versus Leuenberger. Trelaw versus Wines. Dalhouse versus Ebert. Team hasn't changed last week. So let's leave it with Cyril. See you, Melly. You last of the show.
It's really me, Cyril Rioli.
That's right. And Sammy.
I'm Sam Mitchell, and I'm your footy mate.
That's right. Anyway, again, Cyril again.
Cyril and the Hawks, what a combo.
All right, guys. Love you all. See ya.